Carl Jung discovered something that modern psychology still struggles to articulate. He identified a psychological archetype so rare, so misunderstood, that most people go their entire lives without recognizing it exists. These are individuals who combine what Jung called radical autonomy with profound emotional depth, the Sigma Empath. Pay attention to this, because what you're about to understand changes everything you thought you knew about power in relationships. According to Carl Jung, most people navigate relationships through either dominance or submission, either seeking validation or providing it. But there exists a third pattern, one that operates outside this binary completely. Jung would call this the individuated empath, the person who has achieved what few ever do: complete emotional self-sufficiency combined with the capacity for total psychological intimacy. Here's what you need to understand. The Sigma Empath doesn't just feel deeply, they feel deeply while requiring absolutely nothing in return. This isn't coldness. According to Jung's theory of psychological integration, this is the ultimate form of relational maturity. Stay with me, because the mechanism behind this superpower reveals something profound about human consciousness itself. Carl Jung said that the psyche naturally seeks completion through others. We project our unconscious material onto partners, friends, family. We use relationships to fill voids within ourselves. This is normal. This is how most people operate. The Sigma Empath has completed what Jung called the individuation process before entering deep connection. According to Jung, they've already integrated their shadow, already confronted their wounds, already made peace with their solitude. When they enter relationship, they're not seeking completion, they're offering overflow. Here's where it gets interesting. Most empathic individuals, according to Jung's observations, struggle with boundaries because their depth creates dependency. They give so profoundly that they become entangled. They feel so intensely that they lose themselves. The Sigma Empath has transcended this completely. Carl Jung discovered that certain individuals develop what he might call paradoxical consciousness. They can hold absolute presence with another person while maintaining absolute autonomy. They can care without need. They can love without attachment. They can understand your deepest pain without absorbing it into their psyche. This is the superpower, and here's what most people miss about it. According to Jung's analysis of psychological types, the Sigma Empath doesn't announce their depth. They don't perform vulnerability. They don't need you to recognize how much they understand. Their empathy operates silently, autonomously, without requiring validation or reciprocity. Think about what this means in relationship. While others are negotiating emotional transactions, keeping score of who gave more, who understood better, who sacrificed harder, the Sigma Empath simply exists in authentic presence without needing the relationship to define them. Carl Jung said that the individuated self no longer requires external mirrors to know itself. The Sigma Empath embodies this completely. They can see you fully, hold space for your entire psychological reality, and then return to their center without carrying your chaos with them. Here's the part that will change how you see this. According to Jung, most people confuse this with detachment. They see someone who can love deeply without clinging and assume they don't care. They witness someone who understands profoundly without demanding understanding in return and call them cold. This is projection. The Sigma Empath's autonomy threatens those who use relationships as psychological crutches. Carl Jung discovered that the collective unconscious contains archetypal patterns of the wounded healer, the wise fool, the shadow king. But the Sigma Empath represents something rarer. What Jung might call the complete individual, the person who has done the inner work so thoroughly that their presence alone becomes transformative. Listen carefully to this distinction because it's crucial. Emotional availability without neediness, profound understanding without enmeshment, total presence without loss of self. According to Jung's research into personality integration, this combination is so rare because it requires something most people never achieve: the death of the ego's need for external validation. The Sigma empath has already walked through that fire. They've already confronted the void of their own solitude and emerged not broken but strengthened. This is why they don't chase, they don't manipulate, they don't perform. According to Carl Jung, they've transcended the persona completely. What you see is what exists, and what exists needs nothing from you to remain whole. Here's what happens when a Sigma empath enters relationship. They bring their full depth without creating dependency. They offer complete understanding without requiring you to understand them back. They hold space for your transformation without needing credit for your growth. Carl Jung said that the individuated person naturally catalyzes individuation in others. The Sigma empath does this unconsciously. Their very presence challenges you to become more authentic because they refuse to participate in psychological games. But there's something else you must understand about this superpower. According to Jung, it comes with what he called the burden of clarity. The Sigma empath sees through emotional manipulation instantly. They recognize performative vulnerability immediately. They understand when someone is using connection as a resource rather than honoring it as sacred. And here's where their power becomes absolute. They can see all of this, understand the wounds driving it, feel compassion for the pain causing it, and still walk away without guilt. Carl Jung discovered that most empathic individuals become trapped by their own compassion. They see someone suffering and feel obligated to save them. They recognize emotional wounds and believe they must heal them. The Sigma empath has integrated what Jung would call the wisdom of discernment. They understand that some people must walk their own path, that some lessons cannot be given, only earned. According to Jung's observations, this creates a paradox that most people cannot comprehend. How can someone feel so deeply, yet remain so unmoved by manipulation? How can someone understand so completely, yet refuse to sacrifice themselves? The answer reveals the true nature of their superpower. The Sigma empath has made what Jung called the ultimate psychological distinction. They've separated empathy from obligation. They feel your pain without making it their responsibility. They understand your struggle without making your healing their mission. This isn't cruelty. Carl Jung would call this the highest form of respect. By refusing to save you, they honor your capacity to save yourself. By maintaining their boundaries, they model what healthy selfhood looks like. Here's your critical insight, and it's the one that changes everything. According to Carl Jung, psychological maturity isn't measured by how much you can give, but by how clearly you can give without diminishing yourself. The Sigma empath has mastered what few ever achieve. They've learned that true empathy doesn't require self-betrayal, that profound connection doesn't demand loss of autonomy, that loving deeply and standing alone are not opposites, but complementary truths. Carl Jung said that the individuated self becomes a light unto itself. The Sigma empath embodies this completely. Their superpower isn't just that they feel deeply while remaining autonomous, it's that they've discovered something most people spend lifetimes searching for: the ability to be completely present with another soul while remaining completely whole within themselves. This is the rare superpower, not dominance, not submission, but sovereign empathy. According to Carl Jung, this represents the pinnacle of psychological development, and once achieved, it cannot be taken away. Their depth hasn't made them dependent, it's made them free.